Bran Stark may have lost his memory and spent the rest of his life as a cripple, but what would have happened if he didn't take the big fall in Winterfell? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. Today, we're going to look at a theory from Game of Thrones, Season 1, Episode 1, pretty much where it all began. In that moment when Bran went climbing, when he really shouldn't have went climbing, he seen something that he wasn't supposed to see, and that, of course, was some sexual activities between Cersei and Jaime Lannister. Now, what is wrong with those two having sex? Well, first of all, it's incest, because they are brother and sister, and that is just not right. But second of all, Cersei is married to the king. She is the queen, and that just would not end well for Cersei. It wouldn't end well for Jaime. It wouldn't end well for anybody with a Lannister name. So what if Bran seen what he saw and managed to climb his way to safety? Or what if Jaime just didn't have the guts to push an innocent kid to his death? Well, if Bran told the truth, if Bran revealed what he saw, it would have been game over for Cersei and Jaime. They would have been executed for sure by Robert Baratheon. He's not a man to be messed with, and he's not going to be merciful when he realises that his wife has been sleeping around with her brother. Okay, he's just not going to accept that. Would it be a quick death? Would it be a cruel torture death? Who knows, but they would both be dying. And then you have to assume that perhaps the secret that the kids belong to Jaime and not Robert Baratheon would also come out. So therefore, all the Lannister kids, all Cersei's children, I'm sure, would be dead. They would go. They would be gone, murdered, executed, never to be seen again. Robert Baratheon, you get the feeling he doesn't like his kids, but when he finds out they're not even his kids by blood, then he is no use for them. They do not carry on his bloodline, and they would be sacrificed 100%. Now, of course, this wouldn't go unanswered. I think that Tywin Lannister would probably have something to say about this. He's not going to be happy with the fact that Robert Baratheon has killed his daughter, his son, and wiped out pretty much anybody who could get his hands on with the name Lannister. So Tywin would have a problem with this, and he would probably go to war. He would have to go to war. It would be the only option for Tywin, but Tywin Lannister going to war with Robert Baratheon, I just don't think it would end well for Tywin, because Robert Baratheon would pretty much have everybody on his side, and at this point, despite Tywin Lannister being the most wealthy man in the Seven Kingdoms, I don't see much support. I don't see much backup. He would be outnumbered, and I just don't think he would survive this. I don't think it's a war he could possibly win. Ned would call his banners in support of Robert. Ned Stark will side with Robert, no doubt about it. Then you've got to assume that Robert, on this occasion, would have the support of his brother Stannis, because even though Stannis and Robert don't get along, with the fact that the children, Joffrey, isn't Robert's son, that would mean that Stannis would then be the rightful heir to the throne. So he would automatically side with Robert, knowing that if anything happens to Robert, he is next in line. He would join with Robert's forces. So then you've got Robert, you've got Stannis, you've got Ned, and all their armies joining together. Then, of course, remember at the Vale, you had Lisa Arryn, who was adamant that the Lannisters killed her husband Jon Arryn. She would then take this opportunity to go up against the Lannisters. She would give her men to the battle, and then before you know it, there's just like so many different armies, there's so many different houses and groups that would be going up against Tywin, and he just wouldn't have the numbers. He wouldn't be able to survive this, and I believe that he would be killed, he would be defeated. Who knows what would happen once he loses? Would he be executed? Would he be sent to the wall? I'd say executed, but we have to wait and see. It's not going to happen, but I guess you can imagine it if you want to do some fan fiction. But yeah, I think when you look at it, people can say that Jaime Lannister was bad, he was evil for pushing Bran. And I'm not saying that he wasn't. He was, because he tried to kill Bran that day, an innocent little boy, and he did refer to Cersei that the things he does for love, meaning that he is willing to sacrifice a 10-year-old, an innocent 10-year-old's life to protect their secret. But it's a secret worth protecting, because like I said, if this got out, they both would have been dead. All Cersei's kids would have been dead, and it would have led to a war that Tywin Lannister just would not have been able to win, and literally the Lannister name would have been erased from the Seven Kingdoms. So that's what I think would have happened, guys. Let me know what you think would have happened down below. This would have been interesting, don't get me wrong, but I think it would have pretty much ended the show pretty early, because everyone would have united against the Lannisters, and they would have been taken out rather quickly. So yeah, had Bran seen this and managed to tell the story to others, Game of Thrones probably would have ended in one season. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Till then though, peace.